Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday number 4. Glad you could be here, and thanks for coming. To start off today, I've done made some personal changes that are noteworthy. Now that theoretically we're into spring, it's April 4th, and that's Hi, FIFA. April 4th, and that's supposed to be spring. Here we've got 30 degrees and snow, so it hasn't worked today, but you know the day's coming soon. And I've gone back to something I've talked about before, Tony Robbins and his NLP, neuro-linguistic conditioning. He changed the P programming to conditioning. Because it doesn't last forever. You have to keep it current. And his basically his 4 steps were to decide what it is you want. Make up your mind what your goal is. Do you want to make $1 million? Do you want to quit smoking? Eat healthier? Whatever it might be, and then you need to get leverage. You associate massive pain with not changing, with doing things the way you are now, and you think about where that's going to leave you in 5 years or 10 years. Health-wise, are you still going to be around? And then associate massive pleasure to changing. Think about where you want to be, what your goals are, what you're looking to do, and where that's going to take you in the next 5 years. So you've associated pain with not changing, pleasure with changing, and then there's the pattern interrupt. You interrupt the limiting pattern. You have to do possibly something crazy to get yourself on the right track. And this is what I'll talk about briefly tonight on the health front. So you interrupt that limiting pattern, what it is that's keeping you from getting to where you want to be, and then you replace it with a pattern of positivity, what it is that you want, and see yourself doing what it takes to get there. So what I've done this week that's kind of a big deal on the wellness front. And again, it's supposed to be spring. It didn't work well today, but I went and sold the car. Don't have 4 wheels anymore. I've bought myself a bike, and I've started on the habit of getting to working back on 2 wheels. Terrible trauma on my legs. They were definitely. It's been a year since I went to the Y 4 times a week and was in pretty decent shape. So it's been quite an adventure, but I'm going to push through it, and eventually that'll get easy. If it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger is probably true. But that's my personal thing that adventure that I've gone on. And the other one that I wanted to mention today, I went yesterday and got some testing done. I've been, and I think I've mentioned before, I'm a type 2 diabetic, which I had under control pretty well for a year or so, and then last summer I pretty much got cocky and blew that up. For some reason, I decided I had it under control, didn't need to worry about it anymore, and sort of let myself go as far as the diet went. Went back to eating more what I ate that dug me the hole in the first place. And I had the not so much pleasure of finding out at my CDL physical that I had in fact blown up the diabetes. Did not pass the physical initially. Had to go get the A1C, which is what they do, the test they do for diabetics that covers the last 90 days. It does a real good job because it's not going to focus on one up or one down. It's a whole average of 90 days worth. So it's something you really don't have the ability to fudge. You're pretty much going to get what it is out of it. And so last August 31st, I went and did the A1C as a result of that physical, and you're to be not in trouble. You're supposed to be under an 8. So the 31st of August, I actually blew a 10.6. I was 2.6 over what I needed to either pass the physical or be where I should be. 10.6 on an A1C is pretty bad. Like I said, 8 is you're supposed to be under 8 to pass. So I ended up with all kinds of issues. I had to ended up actually with a month off of work. Had to get the A1C, had to get a diabetic waiver through the state, which I'd never done before, and that ended up being a bit of obviously anytime you deal with government, it's not necessarily pretty. I didn't know what I was doing that much, and they weren't that helpful. But I fought through it, and I think by the time that I was ready to get the diabetic waiver was like October 16th. And by the 16th, I was able to show the doctor where I went from 10.6 down to an 8.8, and that was only in 60 days, so that wasn't even the full 90. I was still carrying some of a month worth of the nasty in there. So we were able with that to at least get me the waiver. I went back to work, and this time I did not get cocky. I kept the diet a little more where it's supposed to be. Hi, Leslie. Glad you could get here. Good to see you. Kept the diet where it was supposed to be, and I just went yesterday and got the next one. And at this point, I'm pleased to say I got it down to a 7.6. So we're under where I need to be. It's not all the way to where I want to be, and I think that's something that's going to get real interesting here in the next 90 days. It's I'm dying to come on here and share with you where we end up. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. How you been? But yeah, I'm dying to get on in 90 days and show you where we end up with the next A1C, because it's something that I very much am working on controlling by myself. I've never done the insulin, never intend to. Don't feel I need to, and like I said, even from here, I believe I'm going to be able to kick it quite a bit lower. I got the two-wheel bike to ride to work and back, and I'm going to get that exercise in. That certainly helps. And I've got something coming in the health and wellness field that is going to be pretty thrilling too. I look forward to telling some of you more about that. Supplement program coming that I'm pretty sure is going to kick me down. Like I said, I went 10.6, 8.8 down to 7.6 now with just diet. Over the winter here in this town, I don't exercise much. Had I been going to the Y still, that would have been the place to do it. But outside doesn't happen. We had in excess of 16 feet of snow this winter, so that's a whole nother story. I don't think next winter is going to find me in this town again, and I think I won't be the only one to leave. Probably greener pastures and nicer places to spend winter than around here anymore. I've been here a lot of my life, and I've had about my fill of all that. But anyway, the supplement program that I'm going to get on here is going to kick that down quite a bit, I think, and it's something I'm looking forward to sharing. I've been in on that mission to find a health and wellness program that I could be passionate about and love the product. And I'm 100% certain after 8 months and talking to a tremendous amount of people, all of them were great, all of them I'd like to work with, but product was what I was after, and I'm pretty comfortable I've found that now. Going to start on that soon here, and as I get into it, I think we'll see those numbers keep coming down. The other number that they take when they do the A1C, that's kind of fun. They do a glucose, which is where you're standing at the time that you're in front of them, and that actually went from 338 down to 206 in October, down to 147 now. So we've got the numbers in the right, with some momentum going in the right direction. We're going to keep that up, and look forward to letting you know how that all works out, and then making some serious progress on that. Anybody that might be in the actually any kind of a business, or possibly even life in general, if you're looking to brand yourself, which is very much what you want to do on the marketing side anymore. I know I have a lot of am always coming up with a lot of new friends, and grateful for it. Most of them are awesome and pretty wise. Now and then I get one that doesn't have a clue and starts out with, hello, here's my link, go buy my stuff. Marketing wise, that's not something that's going to work too often. It doesn't certainly work for me, or work with me. So the personal branding is what you want to do. You want to get people to know who you are and what you do, and like and trust you before you ever even talk about business with them. And that's something that I've been working on, and we're doing a great job with in Branding University. I will invite you to take a look at my vlog, which link I'll put up in the comments, and pinned for you. Take a look at my vlog. There's a bunch of great motivational stuff on there. There's 3 videos that change out daily. There's some great things that will help you out with your branding yourself, your business, or your personal self, for that matter. And we've got free Twitter course in there. We've got free Firestarter membership program on there. Also the vlog, if you like it, you can actually get your own, and that also is free. Well, there's a free affiliate commission program. So a lot of things going on there that's make it worth your time to take a look. Appreciate that, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody next Wednesday. I appreciate you being here, and hope you have a great night.